And hello and welcome everyone to Women Speakers Association, WSATV. I'm Laura Rubenstein, your host and producer, as well as social media marketing consultant and mentor to business owners. I'm the author of Social Media Myths Busted, the Small Business Guide to Online Revenue. And it's my privilege today to be here and interview some very dynamic leaders in Women Speakers Association. And before we get to them, I just want to let you know, Women Speakers Association is all about women who want to have are being an influence, an impact to create global transformation. And that's what you'll hear today. By the way, we do welcome more women to join our organization. Just go to joinwsa.com and we have a free level of membership. You can join us and be a part of this community right now. But let's get right to our experts today and our authors. We have a very special show and say hello. So hi, Eugenea.
Hello, I'm Eugenea Couture. I am the author of Adoption Not an Option, and I am from Vancouver, Canada, and I would like to just say that my website is eugeneacouture.com. So I'm excited to be here. Thank you.
Great. We're excited to have you a part of WSA and Women Speakers Association. Great. And Kaeli, hi.
Hi, I'm Kaeli van Regan, and I've written the book Parenting Your Way, which is coming out in June. My website is www.livinginsideout.ca, and I'm from Ottawa, Canada. I'm so excited to be part of the Women Speakers Association because of the connections and support I receive for living my dream and getting my message out.
Beautiful. Thanks for being here. We're happy to have you. And let's say hi to Sandy.
Hi, Laura. My name is Sandy Glaze. My website is relearninglifecoaching.com. I've written a book, Ending Global Loneliness, Finding Purpose, Love, and Dynamic Relationships. I'm part of the Women Speakers Association, and I'm quite excited to be with a group of women who are trying to make a difference to make the world a better place. I'm quite excited to be with this lineup today. So it's great to be here.
Yes, we have the ability to change the world, and I know each of you are doing that in your own unique way, and I'm excited to have you share that. And Eugene, I know you have a very unique way of influencing and impacting the world, so tell us what lights you up and what's your mission?
My mission is to advocate and educate people about children in foster care and what that process is like for them. Children who go through the system have a lot of struggles, and they need the support of the community and anybody who wants to connect and support them. We need mentors, and I was in the system myself, so I completely understand that. So this is calling for me.
Yeah, tell me a little bit more. Tell me a story. I know everybody's really curious. How does your work impact people?
My work. Well, for example, I had a mom who was really struggling. She had lost her child in the system, and after many years, this became such a great pain for her, not having her child for Christmas and special events, and she became very suicidal. And because she is a client, I was working with her and talking with her, and one night she just really broke down, and I said to her, I explained that if she didn't stay and if she committed this terrible act, that she would not be able to be available for her child if her child was searching for her. And she thought about this, and well, the great thing is within 2 weeks her child contacted her, and they were reunited after many years. And so she realized that, and she contacted me, and it was just such a beautiful reunion. It was so empowering, and it gave other people so much support and empowerment to know that.
Wow. There's always hope, isn't there?
There is. You can't give up, and that's the thing. That parents sometimes, when they lose their kids, and for whatever reason, they just lose hope, and we have to work together as a community to support them and their children.
Just to clarify, when you say lose their kids, lose them to foster care, you mean, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Thanks. And Kaeli, tell us about, what lights you up and the impact you're making.
I just love working with families to help them thrive together, to enjoy a balance in their life so that they can get the most out of life together as a family and enjoy the things that they say they really want. I like to make that come true for them.
Wow. How did you come to this work?
Well, I always knew what I wanted to have come true for my family, and I got to a point where that wasn't what it was looking at. I was getting, frustrated with my kids and busy at work, and so I changed my whole life. And when I did that, I realized I've been working on this my whole life, taking care of kids, doing child and youth work, and figuring out what help families work, and realizing that it takes the parents to bring that to their children. So um, that's how I came to it, through my own story, and then realizing I've been working on learning about this my whole life and really wanting to bring it to people.
Hmm. So you made the shift for yourself, and now you share how others can do that and have, more freedom in their life, more happiness. What is it?
Yeah, I get to see families thrive, really relate to one another in a positive way, so they're enjoying the time they spend together. And I know that families are always saying we want to spend good quality time together, we want to enjoy the time together, and I get to see that happen.
Hmm. I'm hearing a theme here: family connections, life thriving. Sandy, tell us about what lights you up and what inspires you.
It's interesting because I would agree with the other two ladies here. For me, I want to help restore love to its rightful place in the universe. And I see so many people with so much potential and they want to live their lives and they aren't sure how to go about doing that. Maybe they've faced obstacles or they've had a reason come up that they've lost the ability to just go for it. So I help people get back on track with what they want to achieve and help restore love to their lives. So I'm pretty excited with that.
Wow. I never heard that term before of relearning, and uh, ending. I know your book, Ending Global Loneliness. I love that. So, do you have a story of how you came to this work?
I believe that we all have the same journeys. We're all on this planet for a purpose and a reason to fulfill. We have something to do. And I believe I was also part of that. So what I was doing at one point was working in financial services. And I think that was my training because what it taught me to do is go and look at what people want to achieve. So I'd look at what they were aiming for. I was looking for all the good things. And then I would help them figure out what obstacles were causing them not to achieve those goals, go back and work through those and move forward. And through that, I got to learn about people and a lot of personal dynamics within relationships. And then I found I was coaching more on that side of it. And that was where my heart was. I was so impressed with helping them on the relationship side and restore love to their lives. It feels so good to do that. And then I decided, as I was writing out my processes, I thought, why don't I share this? And it just kept going from there. So pretty exciting.
Nice. That's great that you could, it naturally evolved from what you were doing originally. Well, this is the time in our interview where I'd like to have you think about being, in the living room with us, as if all this wisdom is on the bookshelves right in your living room, bedroom, wherever you're watching office us today. And here we have such wisdom to share with you, and we want to do that. I want to get a piece of advice from each of you today. So let's go ahead and go. Eugenea, tell us what advice you have for people to help them implement into their life what you're up to.
My advice is to connect in the community, reach out, you can be an advocate, a mentor. Right now, I'm also with the Big Sisters program. So there are so many outlets that you can reach out to be a voice and to support youth. Even if they're not in foster care, there's other ways to support youth through schools. Just reaching out in our community is the most effective way. And that makes a big start in the beginning, and that branches out to others.
I can see that would have a huge impact on improving communities and in general. So thank you for that. Good advice. Kaeli, tell us how we can have more happier families.
Well, I think Eugenia said it well, is this connection that we have in the community, that comes from bringing it into your home first so that you can spread that out into the world. When parents have it within themselves, have grown, they share that with their children, and their children grow, and they bring that out into the world, and it can not only impact families, but impact the world. And I think the way to do this is really trusting that your own being and your own wisdom within you, and following that truth.
Yeah, and I see so many families being so rushed and have a lot of different emotions flying around, and they forget, how do you actually get back to that truth? So thank you for the inspiring message about reminding us to go there. We have the wisdom. Wonderful. And the wonderful Sandy, tell us what advice you have.
I would agree with Kaeli that all of everything we need in the planet is within us. We're already instinctively wise when we're born. If we can go back and relearn some of those lessons and remember what it is we were here to do, which is love and serve one another. So I show people the processes of how to do that. And one thing I hope I can stress is there is no one person who's more expert at love than anyone else. We all have it in us. And it's a matter of finding the processes, of finding it for ourselves and bringing it out so we can share it within our communities, share it with our families, share it with our romantic partners. And we forget, we don't make love anymore. We don't talk about these things anymore. It's always just go, go, go. And we're losing touch. And I believe we have the power to get this back. I really do.
Yeah, and could you imagine, one of the things I've often found myself saying is, could you imagine a world where people are walking around and when you look into their eyes, you could tell that what they're saying is, I love you?
Yes. We're headed that way. We're tired of the nonsense that we've been taught and told to go for the money, and it's not working. And that's Women Speakers Association is doing that by showing the collaborations that we can all work together and achieve this. I'm so excited.
Yeah. So, there's such great wisdom that we've heard here today, and I know each of you have a book, and you went through your own process in putting that book together. Maybe you can share a little bit about that, because, what I'm hearing from each of you is that everybody has wisdom. Everyone has love to share or something to give, a unique talent. So what if, here at Women Speakers Association, we actually have a whole publishing arm. We'll help you get your book published. And I know each of you have used our publishing house. So tell us what the experience of writing your book was like, and or how your publisher supported you. Eugenea.
Oh, sure, I would love to. It was a long journey to write my own story, and to connect that on paper was quite exciting, but sometimes overwhelming. It was so much, and I wanted to be very open and raw and honest in the things that happened in my journey. And but doing that was, it was scary to bring it to a publisher and have her look at it. And that was kind of the beauty about Women Speakers Association, because she was a woman, my publisher, and when she read the book, she believed in that dream, and she brought that dream to paper and had it published. And that was just so incredible and so empowering. There again, women working with women, it just meant so much to me to have her in that dream. So yeah, I can't even wrap it up in words what that meant to me as a writer.
Wonderful. Yeah, and almost sounds like it was really the catalyst for you in many
Absolutely.
ways.
Yes, it was the catalyst.
And I hear that publishers really can make a difference in creating not just a book, but your masterwork. So that's what our goal is with Women Speakers Association and WSA Publishing. So, Kaeli, what was your experience and process in writing your book like?
It required a lot more confidence than I thought in the first place, and you had to really keep up with it. But all the steps that you continue to take, which your publisher helps you with those steps, you continually are overcoming, and in the end you've gained so much personally, and you've also been able to share something that's really important.
Yeah, awesome. It's step by step here, and you go through what you need to go through. Some is easier than others. What was your experience like, Sandy?
I worked with Julie Salisbury from Influence, and when I was writing, I wouldn't have believed I had a book in me 4 years ago. But as I'm writing and as I want to show people how to live their life, I had to walk my talk. Well, when I'm going into intimate details about feminine sexuality, the last thing you want to do is share that. And what is so good about Julie, she wouldn't allow me to put blocks in. If I said, I'm starting to see this is maybe, we've been sold a bill of goods about a few things about what it means to be women, she would make sure that I stayed with it. That took a lot of courage on her part, and openness and willingness to accept me. And when I started this, I let go of all expectations. I thought whatever is going to be is going to be. So that way I didn't dictate the outcome. And I think we've got quite a collaboration in this book, and I hope it can help people. I really can. I hope it really gets women to think about who we are and what we offer.
Yeah. So even if you don't think you have a book in you, but you're passionate about something, WSA Publishing is here for you to inspire you and to show you, and help you, guide you, and even make that decision if and when it's time to write your book, even if it's just for your own personal journey, knowing that you have to do this because it's your memoir, or it's your way of leaving a mark in the world here today, and giving your message, and even if it impacts one person more than you would have otherwise had, it's so important. So you can check us out at, again, if you're interested in being a part and getting that support from Women Speakers Association, go to joinwsa.com. Start with your free membership, or if you're ready to take action and get to the next level and have visibility like this and special offers like WSA Publishing, go ahead and get your premier access, because it's a bargain. And we are making a big impact. So once again, this has been an amazing episode with great women. Thank you so much for being here, Eugenea, Kaeli, and Sandy, and thank you, viewers, for watching. We'll be back again next time. Thanks, and bye for now.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye.
Bye.
Take care.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you so much.
See you later.
Very nice.
Goodbye.
So wonderful.